share some of the basic steps on how to set up a new Spring Boot project in IntelliJ. So you guys can download the IntelliJ IDEA from by googling it, and here is a step. So click on create new project. Here shows the new project wizard. Here you can see something like Spring Initializer. This is the one which helps you in creating the Spring Boot project without doing all the setup manually. So this is kind of pretty automated process, and this is where you have to select the JDK version. And if you don't have JDK installed, you can download it from the Java and install it and choose the path over here. Basically you need to point to the installation path of the Java. So mine is in C program files Java, and this is the Spring URL. So basically it tries to use some of the utilities from that and then create a project. Let's see. Let's give some group name, first Spring Boot, and artifact first. You can just leave the defaults as is. Just click on next. Here you go. So here are the dependencies which Spring shows you while creating the project upfront. So you can pick few of them. So for now this is a basic project, so I'll just go for a web module. So the selected project will show up, selected dependencies will show up in this window. And if you wanted to go and use database, go to SQL, click on the Postgres. In case if you want, you can pick any of the listed databases over here, and basically this creates a dependency for the Postgres driver. And there are many other options. It gives you NoSQL, Cloud Core, lot of many things. So for now I'll go with web. Click on next. This is the project name. There you go. You can see the product got created. Let's see what's there in the pom.xml. So these are the details which you have given in your project setup wizard, and the main thing you have to look at is the dependencies. So as I have chosen web, you can see the Spring Boot starter web over here. So if you add more dependencies, you will see all the dependencies got added here, and the advantage over here is it creates it downloads all the libraries and add it to the class path. Let's go and see what's there in the main resources. You see, this is the application.properties file. So usually this helps in defining the properties. If you want to point to database, so you can provide the database URL over here. So for now we are not interacting with the database, so let's go with the basic steps. And this is the Spring First Boot application. So basically when you start the Spring Boot app, this is the main class which gets executed. So this will be started upon starting the server. Let's go and create a controller and see how it works. I'll name it as controller, first controller. Yeah. I've created the first controller, and basically let me rename annotate this with REST controller, and let's have a method which returns string hello. So let me add a request mapping for this, or say greet welcome to first Spring Boot. So let me save this and maybe I'll have a better name. Greetings. So let me start this. So in order to start a Spring Boot up, if you are using IntelliJ, it's pretty much straightforward. You can run this button which triggers the application to start. In case if you guys are not using IDEA, you can use a terminal line command. So basically you can run using maven spring boot command. So this will trigger the application. So basically the main advantage with Spring Boot is it has an inbuilt container which creates a Tomcat instance. Basically it runs a Tomcat container internally and starts your application on some port. By default it runs on 8080 port. If you want, you can still have a custom port by mentioning that in the application properties. That's the one big advantage with Spring. Usually if you wanted to set up any of the app, you need to have a lot of things to be done, basically a lot of prerequisites I can say. So to avoid all that stuff, I can go with a Spring Boot app. Nowadays this is being used in many of the companies to work on most of the microservices. Yeah, let's see. I think server got started. Somehow I don't see the message. Let me see. So let me open this. So when I hit the URL which was there in your request mapping, boom. Yeah, there's a typo. You see that? Welcome to the first Spring Boot message got displayed. So that's it. It's pretty much simple. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions on this, if you face any issues, you can post on the comment section of this video. I'll take it forward. Thank you. Bye.